The very first ESL quarterfinal that is a best of 3. That mode was changed for this week. And what a banger as a quarterfinal. It is the Emperor, the Vice World Champion Happy, stepping into the ring with the Master of the Salt, ToD. Let's go.
Happy going into this as the big favorite, as he always is, against any European. He has been looking somewhat mortal lately. It's not like Happy has not lost a single game. He lost one to Hawk. He lost one to Cash. Wait, did he lose one to Foggy as well?
Yes.
Lost one to Foggy as well. So perhaps ToD can get a win here, even if it's perhaps not too likely. Anything's possible in Warcraft 3. Zebra Surgeon, thank you for the 27 months. Yeah. Big shout out to all our subs, by the way, today in the last couple of days. We broke 1,111 subs today, which I was really happy to see. Thank you guys very much. ToD not with the Scout Farm.
Ooh.
Normally ToD is always Mr. Scout Farm. Not
True, we have seen the rise of ToD in recent weeks. He made it into finals even of ESL Cups before, versus Spiral, for example. He's getting better and better, spending more and more time on Warcraft. Happy calling for a little break, maybe spikes or something. But yeah, did Happy win every ESL Cup he participated in? I'm pretty sure he did.
He lost one single Rising Star Cup that he didn't play. That he did play, excuse me?
Yeah, that was to Blade.
No, to Cash.
To Cash, and then Blade won the tournament, yeah.
But normally he wins.
We're finally
Even
waiting.
in online competitions.
In China. That's true.
The Yule Cup. Yule Cup 4. Who was the final against again?
Lolite.
Ah, yeah.
That was pretty damn dope. So, it still has to happen that Happy gets eliminated or relegated to a potential lower bracket on our stream. It's usually when we cast it, Happy wins relatively easy. I mean, we had the W League where he was struggling a bit. We had Rising Star Cups where Foggy brought him to the limit. But he was never defeated. The anti-curse, I guess. It's impossible for him to lose when we stream it. We'll just continue.
Side must be sitting there saying, must be nice. You know, because we're always cursing Side when we cast him.
It got better for Side, though. He overcame that.
A player's forces are under attack.
ToD starting off with the Tuskar camp. Early game creep route, always difficult here for human. Do you play it super safe to make level 3 certain before you expand? But that delays your expansion. Or do you go for a faster expansion? But what if you lose last hits to the coil? Then suddenly level 3 is really, really unreliable to acquire. So it's tough to find the right creep route here. And is it even a fast expansion? ToD has been playing quite a bit of one-base rifles.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's going to be the play here?
You're an advocate of the rifle's inner fire for a long time. ToD?
Happy is the best anti-inner fire rifles one-base player in the world, though.
Why?
Because he knows exactly when to pressure, when to hit his power spikes, what to spare money on, like Rod of Necromancy, for example. How many Fiends he needs, how many statues he needs, when he needs destroyers, when he needs upgrades, when he needs A-bombs. Other undeads like WFZ, who are really good, for example, oftentimes make the mistake of going in too early, going in too late, fighting the human heroes when they're too strong, or when your own heroes are too weak. But Happy has played against this style many times and has shown against Hawk and against many of the other top humans in the world that he knows how to play against it. But that's all out the window because ToD is not going for the one-base inner fire rifles. He's going for the fast expansion. Tuskar into small green into Expo. Happy is coming in for the harass. He's level 2 already. Found a lot of bonus intelligence, which is nice. And now he's going to be trying to snipe some creeps.
Okay, Happy is so good with that. Oh, didn't get it though. A little too late with that coil. Goes into nowhere. The big Magi. Can he get this one? He's kind of close. Good damage by ToD on him. Creating some distance. Threshold has reached. Ring of Regeneration. DK trying to get it, but Archmage is actually faster. One more creep. Will he invest one more coil? Oh yeah, gets both the worker and the creep.
Oh, almost
And
around here.
he gets out, indeed.
Ooh, the fiend. Oh, ToD could get it maybe.
Pressures him into the sea. That's a lot of damage now. Continues to block it. Oh, opens it up again.
Slips out. Really?
Great move by Happy. ToD can't really close it. And now 3 workers only. New militia called. And Happy is, of course, teching.
No, really quickly called, though. So ToD can set up instantly. And ToD's lumber is looking really good.
Yeah,
Once the expo is up, he can start teching very fast if he wants to.
Depends on how many towers he wants. Does he want a shop? But not really. No need. Fiend? Misrallied, maybe? Or just checking things out. Okay. Thank you, Riser Wilhelm. Not only a donation, but also a sub. Much love. But yeah, level 3 is an issue. Happy being aggressive once again.
ToD a few months ago said that TH gave him a tip how to deal with undead better. And I asked him numerous times what that tip was, and ToD still hasn't wanted to tell me. Wants to keep it a secret. But ToD, as we all know, still feels very frustrated about this matchup.
Oh, aiming for
Really
a
good
solo,
defense
yeah.
here. Not a single peasant lost right here.
3 footmen sent to this Death Knight. Nice to put some pressure on him. And constantly close to the fiends as well. There's always like 1, 2, 3 hits on them. Spreading good damage.
I think it was a little bit too many footies on the DK, honestly. I think it should have been 2 footies on the DK and the rest trying to fend the fiends away. But the fiends were left to their own devices and that cancelled the Arcane Tower. That can matter. Especially now as the Lich is coming. Statues will soon be on the way. ToD needs to make sure he stabilizes before there are statues and 4 fiends, because that's when things get really dangerous.
Maybe he's killing another water elemental. No deny. Closer to 3. We do have defend. And the tech has started as well. But he does need towers. Again, busy with skeletons. Decent distraction. Can't get any fiend kills, of course. DK moving a little too close to the buildings. Maybe, but hello, Lich. Hello, damage.
Yeah, and ToD has all the footies in the same group, always attacking the same target.
No,
I think that's a bit of a mistake. I think you should split them up so he doesn't eat the Nova like that. If you, for example, put 2 footies on each fiend or something like that, you force the fiends to walk away a lot and they don't do that much damage to your footies and everything else. Level 3 now for the AM. That's pretty nice. Finally, he has level 2 Watch Elementals. That will help.
Skeletons again. Always getting something out of the summons. Fiend safe to
Remember
the
that game
side.
yesterday? Hawk versus ToD on CH? That was crazy.
Absolutely.
Maybe ToD can have such a strong hold here once again. But the tier 3 is approaching, and that is when things get really scary. But honestly, not too many peasants died. Footies did, yes, but that's their job. Chop is coming. Towers are coming. And the MK is coming out. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I thought the MK was coming, but ToD still has to wait a little bit longer for his tier 2.
Tech still on the way. Fiends all hurt, but the statue is coming to the rescue. Still holding on to the greater healing, still holding on to the region. Blacksmith up front, and the first Arcane Tower is up finally. Happy made good use of that lack of Arcane with the skeleton. He has a decent number of footmen now as well. But Happy won't really retreat. Tier 3 almost
ToD
done.
reaches tier 2, but he's really broke. He can't go MK and tech right away. He's super broke. Oh, he needs to cancel the footy. He's supply stuck right now. ToD needs to cancel the footman.
Well, one will die, so supply is freed up soon. Lots of footmen trying to swarm over these fiends. Trying to get surrounds, but Happy always slipping through.
MK finally started. But ToD, even without an MK, putting a lot of pressure on Happy, forcing him far back onto his side of the map. DK still not level 3,
Yep.
but very close.
So is it time for footman dive into the base? I don't think that can accomplish too much at this point. Tier 3 tech, more towers, and Sanctum.
A player's forces
Sanctum
are under
rifles.
attack.
But now we have the orb, we have 5 fiends. I think ToD should fall back and wait for his MK. Oh, that Nova though.
What can you do? Double kill for Happy with 2 spells. Finally level 3. That was a triple kill.
And here comes the Pit Lord.
Yeah.
Rain of Fire. Base Siege.
Quad kill.
We've seen this over and over.
Of course, Happy is spamming mana now. But that was really good. That was close to level 2. And he's trying to break the main.
And it's always the scary part. You're trying to hold on against fiends and tier 3 undead with just a handful of footies.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay.
Fire coming in, but good movement by the peasants. Oh, and the fiends almost stuck here.
But what can he do? He's burning a lot of mana. More footmen are falling. He needs some fiend kills soon. Stumbled on the Lich, but yeah, you can't kill Happy's Lich.
Can't
Or
you?
can you? Nope, there's a coil.
Oh, Stormbolt cooling down. But so is the coil.
Militia called already. We see the first gyros in production. Desperately waiting for the tier 3 to finally hit.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expo is fine, of course. He doesn't take that many losses in the main. But all the footmen are gone, right? He's pretty much down to his heroes.
Is under siege.
Breakers. No priests. Breakers, gyros, and then into knights. Oh, but Happy denying the paladin.
New altar coming up at the expansion. That's more resources. This expo for ToD has not even close to resulted in a big army yet.
No. At what point does Happy have to retreat? Does he even?
I don't think he has to yet. Gyros being pooled. How many do you need? When do you go in? When do you have to go in? Difficult game for ToD, very stressful.
Level 1 Brilliance Aura only. Mountain King has no Stormbolt anymore for a bit. Breakers are nice to, like, reduce more mana, but only from the Pit Lord, who has his passive soon anyway. Mass Repair. 600 gold for ToD. Production has stopped for now.
Oh, always need to be careful about these heroes.
Yeah.
AM super hurt already.
ToD needs more farms. You need more farms. And the paladin is coming.
Player's forces are under attack.
It's pretty much only the heroes. 2 breakers. Now knights. But they could spawn right into Happy's arms.
Happy going in deep. The pally is out. Is this now time to go in for ToD? I think it is.
Gyros trying to connect with the destroyers as they took some damage from the towers already. But there's also web. Easy to take them out. 3-1-1 heroes trying to go for the Pit Lord. Holy Light, Stormbolt, everything thrown onto the big bad booty daddy. But he's leveling up and is safe.
But isn't that the wrong target? Why is he not going for the fiends?
He is
They're much
now.
easier to kill.
Only 1 gyro survived. He can't kill the fiend. Happy's micro too good. All gyros dead. 2 destroyers still up.
Few more gyros are coming in. Holy Light is available on the pally. This fight is becoming very scrappy. Last coil by the DK. Didn't heal that much thanks to the Orb of Fire.
Took out the statue as well. 1 destroyer fell. Staff out now. ToD down to 1 knight, I guess. No mana to use anymore at all. Trying to save himself into the safety of these towers.
All the gyros. The rally point.
Oh, that's a double kill for free.
The Knight. Very hard, of course, to keep overview of everything and to make sure your reinforcements don't run into Happy's waiting arms.
Now what? That was a big punishment. More breakers, more knights, more gyros, but he doesn't have a critical mass of anything. The knights aren't strong enough to take on all the fiends. The gyros aren't like enough in numbers to deal with the destroyers. And the hero levels are kind of low.
Stone for the DK.
Yeah, of course.
Level 4. Lich level 3.
Claws and gloves. Okay, passes it to the Lich now.
If ToD gets 3 more minutes, he's gonna have a strong arm.
We'll have to give him the time. Rather not. So how much can you build until then? Gyros, fast to produce. And cheap. ToD is breaking upkeep now while doing Thundering Blades and Animal War Train.
Happy returns. Having crept the 2 big middle camps.
He needs levels desperately somehow. Level 3. Oh, even level 2 is so far away. And again, into the base. Maybe it's 63.
Fiends on 3-1 upgrade. What the hell? Those are super fiends. Along with the super lich.
The workers are burning. Okay,
Right.
that's the last stand right here. 3 destroyers, everything anti-air webbed.
First fiend does get taken out. Happy doesn't pop the mana stone there yet, but boy. This focus fire, man. These fiends are crazy. Stormball Hoylite on the lich, but it's level 1 Stormball, level 1 Hoylite. It doesn't really scratch the surface.
He's trying to find a connection to the heroes, but it's not happening at all. Lightning Shield, he's throwing all the damage he possibly can onto that Lich, but Happy is defending it easily. No GG, and game 1 goes to the Emperor.
Pretty well played there by ToD, though. That looked really close for a long time. The tech felt a little late. Was it late? Hard to say. Against Happy, you need to have a rock-solid early game. And this was a good early game.
Yeah, with a late level 3 DK. But once Happy got his tools, makes it work. Pretty crazy. Just all the right calls. And good execution.
Are you in the game?
No.
Game 2. Let's call it game 2.
Coming, Amazonia. What's up?
ToD is making his frustration known in the chat. As he said many times before. Does not feel that this is a balanced matchup.
Yeah. That is one side to look at things. One way to look at things.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we're all skewed in a certain way. We all have our, bias.
I would really love to see ToD and Lawlight have a discussion about Rifleman. That would be funny.
Yeah, rifles apparently not strong enough for ToD to try them in the first game against Happy. Maybe in the second.
Amazonia it is. ToD's map choice could get eliminated here and Happy would advance to the semifinal.
I still feel like this expo into rifles is underused. You remember we saw it one game, Chimiko versus 120 in the New Year's Cup or whatever it was? You remember?
Was that the double Rex rifles?
Yes.
Yeah, I love double Rex rifles. Like
Double Rex rifles stayed tier 2 on a long time for a long time. Just mass rifles like crazy. And of course micro well. And then once you have like 70, then go tier 3.
I don't really know what the ups and downs are of this, but it feels very powerful if you look at it.
Yeah, because if you go Knights Gyros, you just have the disadvantage of playing melee versus ranged. And that doesn't hurt as much until you play against someone with amazing micro. Because they, like Happy, always pull back every single fiend all the time instantly when you attack them. If the normal damage units, the Knights, do get to connect with the damage, they're good, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they don't. Because there's Frost Armor, there's perfect kiting, there's perfect coils every time. But it's also been done victoriously. Sok has defeated Happy with Knights Gyros. Infi has done it very famously in that amazing best of 5 from the Chinese human. And Happy himself says that he feels the fast expansion style of human, and I imagine also the Knight style, is the stronger one compared to the one base style. ToD, what's the game plan here for game 2? As always, the human is gonna dictate the early game and the general scope of this match. And then it's up to the under to react.
Yeah, but like every option ToD has, question is how can Happy punish it? And the answer is always hard. Especially if you go for this expansion here. Happy will know it. Happy will be ready. Happy will be there and summon his skeletons, use the coil, just like on Northern Isles.
A
Tough
player's
spot
forces are under attack.
and tough decision making here now.
At least the big creep can't be stolen with the coil. So something that was really lacking on Northern Isles was quick level 3 AM. This is the most reliable level 3 AM.
Denied into the creeps, this Acolyte, so no bonus experience for now.
Oh, and Happy going for the advanced creep. He's not going for the troll on the right, but rather for the one on the left. Because on the right, the AM may be coming in for harass, hurt the DK, and prevent the creeping of the full camp.
This is a little later though.
But he's still going to be in time easily to harass the expansion creep, so it doesn't really make a big difference.
Scores wrong. I was still in the best of 1 mode. Fucked that up. Okay, fixed now. Sorry. So, how many farms do we have? 3, right? Okay. Okay, that was pretty funny.
A player's forces are under attack.
So that's kind of... Is it just me, or does that kind of seem like a defeated mindset?
I guess he's just like trying to entertain a little.
But what I find really funny here is Happy's the only one who would take this seriously.
Yep.
Oh, and snare on the footy.
That hurts. We have a
Might see an
tech.
early GG or an early no GG.
Are under attack.
We have a tech, by the way, by ToD, and Happy knows it. I guess there's also no tower again. No, cutting the corner. He's going rifle this time. I think it's the right call. Like having
I'm
Happy
looking
here.
forward to the chat, dude. It's the right call to play rifles?
Is
what
it
you're
a
saying?
question or?
No, is that what you're saying?
I like it. I mean, I think if he would expand now, Happy would have his skeleton and fiend right here at the expansion. We all know how crazy his last hits
Player's
are.
forces are under attack.
And so, yeah, there was a footman kill, I guess, but that's about it. And he arrives at tier 2 rather safely.
I always find this map really hard for the one-base playstyle, though. It's so hard to creep for the MK, kind of, but for the Paladin especially. How the hell are you going to creep up the Paladin on tier 3?
I guess you don't.
And already for the MK, it can be hard. Like, if you creep this camp away, the Merchant right now, where are you going to creep your MK? The Natural is an option, but their creep jacks are always super dangerous.
You can creep the red spot super fast with rifles.
Once you do have 50 supply and the upgrades, yes,
Yeah.
but that all takes a long time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, but Happy is not the aggressor here. First rifles out. Happy respect.
Todd tried to creep the troll camp on the top left. Didn't know that Happy took it before. He thought Happy took the other one.
That's a waste of time. But this is also a faster Mountain King. Maybe he can get some last hits. I mean, surrounds, not really, I guess. He's creeping in the meantime while distracting with his Archmage. And gets level 3.
Oh, big asset steal. One
Yeah.
more peasant, and he's got it.
Oh, there
How
we
is it
go.
always working out perfectly?
Did he
Like, just about perfect.
Yeah, he stole the claw as well. This Lich is plus 12 already. He's not even... Okay, he's coming to the fight now. That's a big steal.
Oh, where's the MK?
Coming soon, I guess. Archmage in trouble.
A player's forces
Thankful for the gauntlets now.
Oh man,
Okay.
Nova. Todd's getting destroyed.
Come on, MK. Snowball. There we go. Should be a kill. MK can just follow.
Stonewall is good. Enough damage. Is it? Is it?
Ooh.
Who? That was a lot of losses for Todd. Who still has the supply lead. Wait, who's happy? Okay, finishes the ziggurat now. In favor of the tier 3.
Ritual dagger, bro.
Yeah. It absolutely is the ritual dagger.
Oh, I used that a couple of days ago on ladder. I misclicked. I ate my fiend. That did not feel good. Oh, Todd is really looking for this kill here. Hoping to get a Stormbolt sneaky, but doesn't find it.
Remo, you're a man of many talents. I pointed that out over the past couple of weeks. Praised you for your increased brain capacity recently, for your openings, for your insights, everything. But mouse click accuracy, not a big strength of yours.
Seriously, bro. My mouse accuracy is like the worst. I don't know why.
Nova Steel, MK still without a single point of XP. Thank you, Bemel, for the Prime sub.
Thank you. Yeah, this is not good for human. The MK needs levels much more than the Lich does, because the Lich without levels, without big spells, he still has serious right click with claws and orb. And guess what? He has double claws. And now the orb. MK needs to catch up on levels super fast.
But how?
Wait a minute. Todd is not going tier 3.
Tier 2 expansion. Thorzane style, but everything a little late. Is it dual raxing? No, not yet at least.
This normally only has a chance of working against top undeads if he doesn't expect it at all and never pressures. The downside of this is, right now you're investing money into the expansion. You're pumping like 600 gold into something that is not fighting, obviously. And the undead power spike can hit exactly then. You go for 50 supply undead, you add in a Dark Ranger late, boom, you hit your perfect power spike, and then the human just pumped all these resources into the town hall. When undead pushed at the right time, this town hall has not paid off at all yet.
Happy will probably scout it. And even if not, like this map is so small that at one point you will figure it out.
Yeah, and here's the illusion. DK illusion sees it.
forces are under attack.
Oh man, and the Lich, if Happy wants, he can solo creep him to 3 right now. The last boots for the Dark Ranger, oh yeah.
Probably the worst item there. Just Remo's a big fan. Don't get fooled.
What are you talking about? This looks edgy. And I'm sure it's gonna be a Dark Ranger. Yeah, not because of the Quel'Thala's boots, but just in general. Question is Silence first or Black Arrow first? There's merit to both.
Todd is risking his life with the red spot. Happy is moving across. Dark Ranger it is. Okay, Granite Golem falls. At least he gets the item with the big experience. Legion Doomhorn, nice to have, but this Expo is in jeopardy.
Yeah. Just finished the second go. Has not paid off at all yet.
Oh, that's a lot of skeletons.
And that is the problem with this strategy.
Man. It's like Happy fulfilling the Remo prophecy of a tier 2 human expansion. Lots of skeletons now to face these riflemen. ToD is trying to micro against it. Nova executes the priest immediately. Good Burrow with 20 HP. Of course, Heal Scroll saves this rifleman, but just for a mere second. Coil saves this one. Oh man, ToD is not finding any kills. Oh. Okay, reveal now.
One Fiend, though, is still saved. Happy is starting to lose units, though.
Yep.
Quite a few units. Hold on. Oh my god, ToD, is he doing it? He's dropping hard in supply, though. Down to 39. Only left the priest when they're exposed. They die so fast. And the MK still has mana, but there's no army left to come in with more damage. Is the Stormbolt enough to hold ToD in this game?
Level 2. He has 2 more targets in the Fiends. Destroyer survives. Dark Ranger level 2 with just 1 fight. Archmage in trouble as well. Can't afford the TP, really. That's all time for Happy. There is an Invo Potion on the Mountain King who's almost reaching level 4. And now, oh my, 5 skeletons. And what to do with these reinforcements? Okay, ToD engaging again, but Frost Armor's on the Fiends now.
Another nice Burrow there in the back. Has another dust, but didn't see the Burrow. Oh, the AM in trouble! That's the TP.
Can he reunite with a little bit of this army before this expansion falls? Counter expansion by Happy started.
Happy doesn't even have to win the game right here. He has his transition in the back, but he may just very well win the game right here, right now.
Nova soon. With the statues, Coil soon. Mountain King in trouble as well. Has an invul, uses it. Still plenty of mana. Trying to kill that Lich. Just like Foggy did and failed many, many times. Reveal early this time. Mountain King level 4. Coil against it. Level up. Saves him 20 HP. Fiend shots raining down on him. 42. The priests are doing the gods' work.
And the statues are as well for Happy in the back. ToD needs to be so careful with his heroes here. And Happy, he's fine with this. He knows he's got the Expo coming up. Dodges the Stormbolt. I guess that one was kind of obvious. But the AM, he can't dodge anymore. There's a coil! And that is the end for the AM and for ToD in this tournament.
Level 5 for the DK. Happy in the final 4. That's pretty much for certain. The rifles are still trying to hold on. This expansion didn't fall, but it's burning. And will crash soon. More and more pickups. 5, 4, 3. This Dark Ranger had 0 experience. Before going into this fight.
Happy, not feeling too tempted to join in the banter.
No GG! And Happy with a 2-0 into the semi-final.
Into the semi-final, and who is going to be his opponent is the question. Sheik or X-Lord, the two undeads duking it out to go up into the Royal Undead Mirror. Hawk versus Foggy in the other semi. Oh, have they started already?
Damn.
I hope not.
I don't know if the ESL is holding one of the semi-finals usually. That's what most tournaments are doing. But we're not that connected with ESL as we are with the others. So yeah, the remaining players, Happy, Shake, X-Lord, Hawk, and Foggy. Pretty much Europe's elite in the absence of Cash. So we go into a little break and then we're back with the second semi-final for 4,300 viewers. Stay a while and listen. Be right back.